That's better, yeah. Yeah, not too bad. How you doing? Yeah, there's I thought I must have gone on the wrong options. Yeah, not too bad, man. I'm just carving a bull roarer at the moment. Making another one. That was the first one I made. And I'm working on a smaller one. Try and get a bit more of a high-pitched noise out of it, but that's the first one I made. Out of a nice piece of ash. Beautiful wood. Hi, how's it going? Hi man, hello. How you doing? How's it going? Hello. All good, brother. Appreciate you checking this. Have a week as well. That's beautiful. Fair play. Cheers, bud. That's appreciated, man. Yeah, no worries. I'll try and keep up with people's content. It's hard to, there's so many people on it. It's hard to watch everyone's stuff, but I do try. What you do all the day on live? What do you mean? What do I do all the day on live? I don't know. What do you mean? Didn't really make too much sense to me, unfortunately. The sun is shining bright down here, South Wales, and it would be. I'm off. When I'm off. Oh, there. Be when on afternoons. Ah, yeah, savage, man, savage. Yeah, it's lovely down here as well. It's about 21 degrees at the moment. Sun shining, hardly any wind. The birds are out. It's a beautiful day. Down on the West Sussex coast, it's lovely. It is nice. It's good for the flowers and stuff as well. Everything's growing nicely. It's been a bit of a dry April though. Not much rain here, which is annoying, but it is what it is. Bro, it's been so long since I've seen you. How have you been? Oh, I'm not too bad, man. How are you? I'm getting there, just about. I'm getting there. Yeah, baby, yeah, only English, unfortunately. I only speak English. I understand some Portuguese, but English bad. Okay, yeah, cool. Well, unfortunately, it's the only language I can understand. Good, my bro, be good. Following the policy. Hello from Australia. Hello, Australia. Right, Russian best. Cool. Unfortunately, I don't speak Russian, so you know. We went out for our first time van camping up Brecon on the weekend. And it's how much easier it was than lugging around 70 kgs wild camp. Yeah, it is. Is this a pepper channel? Or do you mean prepper channel? Russian best movie. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, yeah. Well, when I go camping, I camp in my mate's woods, so I can just pull up and just jump up. Yugi, 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 G-U-I, Yugi. I don't know. I don't get it. Google Translate's a good one. You can use that to try and get your point across, Chavy. Google Translate. I think he's trying to take the mick out of me, but I think he's failing miserably. He's trying though, bless him. He is trying. Got to give him some points for that. Yeah, we need to find some permission, to be fair. Yeah, it's handy. You don't feel like you're you could get lobbed off. You know, it is handy. Luckily enough, I'm lucky. I've got a couple. You best men. Okay. You best men too. So many spots that are around now with massive fire pits. Oh no, yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we got a fire pit up in the woods, but it's my mate's woods, so you know, it's there, isn't it? So our last car camp, we went to the spot and people had burned plastic all over the trees. Absolutely fun. Yeah, why do people burn plastic, man? It's absolute madness. I mean, like on my mate's woods, we've got like a big bin and we fill it up with rubbish, and then when it's full, we fill up a black bag and take it. You know, my English very bad. Yes, indeed it is. There we go. Lost me a minute. Yeah, it's brutal, mate. Another one is when people throw dog shit in the trees in bags. I can never get my head around that. I mean, my mate owns a forest, and he said he'd rather people just let their dog shit on the path and then just kick it into a bush or something than have plastic bags hanging from trees with dog shit in. It's just no good. And the thing is, when people leave rubbish around, it gives wild campers a really bad name as well. People are like, oh, bloody wild campers, always leaving rubbish everywhere. When there's a lot of us that are actually really respectful. I mean, there are places I go, if I do go wild camping, and there are fire pits there already, but the bloke who owns the land, he doesn't mind if people camp on there as long as they're respectful. So there's like built out of big lumps of chalk fire pits, which are just in exactly the same place, and they don't move from that point, and that's where people have fires, you know. So people aren't having fires in random bits of land or patches or in the middle of the woods or whatever. You just have a fire there, and there's always a fire pit there. So it's just one of those things. Who's Russell? Why is he the best of the best? That's right, big dog. The majority of wild campers spoil it for the rest. We always have a fire pit, but we always clean it up. That's the thing. When I have a fire, I don't put too much wood on there. You know what I mean? There's not like half burnt logs in the morning. I always burn it down into ash, and then once it's left as ash, I leave it for a few hours. Then I douse it with water. Then I dig it over and douse it with water again, and then mix it all up with the soil, lay it flat, and then chuck loads of leaves back over it and all that. There's not like big hunks of half burnt wood everywhere, you know. It is one of those things, you know. I'll bet you 50 quid this bloke or lady or whatever, I think it's a bloke, isn't even Russian. He's getting on the Google Translate, because who has their name as Baby? when they can't speak English. That's exactly what we do. Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, you just got to clean it up, and just make it look like you haven't been there. Oh, that's a nice beard. Have the same, but not the moustache. Can't eat ice cream or soup. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the moustache is a nightmare for eating soup. It is an absolute nightmare for eating soup. It just goes everywhere. Goes absolutely everywhere. Been checking out maps on the Forest of Dean. Seems to be lots of people go out there. Yeah, the Forest of Dean's up north, isn't it, if I remember rightly? That's a northern forest. It's a bit far away from me. I'm right down the bottom, you see, so it's and so I'm like, yo, how's it going? Said hi. What? Don't get that. No, you didn't. You said yo. Wagwan, big man. Wagwan, how's it going? Wagwan. What's going on? How much shave cream? Do you mean shaving cream? Do I use a month? Have a guess. That's a bit of a self-answering question there. What are you going on about, Enners? I thought the school holidays was over. We've got the kids in it by the looks of it. That's weird, isn't it? There's no way you're a grown adult and you're putting questions like that on someone's live stream. No way. What do I need shaving cream for? I don't know. I could just put it on my eyebrows, I suppose. I don't know. I've had a shave for years. Laugh out loud. Yeah, man. Yeah, bless you. Bless you. Yeah, 100%. I was going to answer with like, yes, I definitely have, but it was on your mum's face. But you know, I'm not stooping to that level. Do you still not get along with the Irish? Is there still trouble? Don't know what you mean, dude. I've never had a problem with the Irish. My mum's side of the family are Irish. Alfred, what? My name's not Alfred. Finally hit 56 subs. Doing a live Friday. Yeah, sweet, man, sweet. Oh, Alfred's on there, isn't it? Yeah, I see there's one there. Yeah, exactly. That definitely deserves an. He could use shaving cream for his armpits. I don't need to shave my armpits. I haven't really got that. My armpits aren't really that hairy, believe it or not. Nor my arms. Look, I haven't really got hairy arms. I'm not one of those old chimpanzees. Well, the English in general had problems with the Irish for years, from what I remember. Probably. I don't know. That was probably a long time. That was probably before I was born, I could imagine. I've got no problem with the Irish. I say, my nan's family names are Sands and Saunders, so they're all Irish people. Or Yabbles. Yep. I was asking if he was 8 years old. Okay. You ever eaten squirrel? Yes. Yeah, I eat squirrel quite a lot. Squirrel's good. Do I go fishing? Yes, I do go fishing. All right, baby. I'll see you later, mate. Have a good day. Let's fuck you off. This is just writing randomly. You ever made tea from squirrel fat? Yeah, because that's something that people do all the time, isn't it, Chavi? Anyone got any coherent, sensible questions? The problem in the north only stopped in the late 90s, early 2000s. Always seen it on the news. I don't watch TV, mate. I don't watch the news. Didn't watch the news when I was a kid because I was out with my mates. doing stuff, you know, unlike people nowadays who spend their time sitting there on things. And as an adult, I've never watched TV. It doesn't interest me. I've got better things to do, you know. I like carve things, you know, and make things, and go out the woods, and you know. Left you like I'm off to bed. Right, okay. What is it I'm carving? I'm making a bull roarer. If you know what a bull roarer is, basically you put string on it and you spin it round and it makes a really loud noise. Like on Crocodile Dundee when he says he needs to make a phone call and he gets out and spins it, it makes like a noise. And but there we go. That's one I made the other day, and it makes loads of noise. If you go on my shorts, you'll see a video of me using it. You can check it out on there. That's what I'm carving. Have I ever eaten a badger? No. No, I can't say that I'd eat a badger, because you generally stay away from eating things that eat other things. They probably won't taste too good. In an emergency situation, I probably would, but they are protected, so. That is boss, mate. That, mate. Cheers, man. Thank you very much. It is appreciated. I'm carving some Canadian crabs. Okay, cool. I like carve crabs. I normally carve spoons. I do a lot of spoon carving. There you go. There's a spoon that I carved. There's one I made earlier with the twisty handle on it, and then there's another one with a twisty handle on it. Oh look, and there's another one that I've started with a twisty handle on it. But I do a lot of spoon carving. I carve like faces and things. I carve walking sticks. There's one with a barley twist. Oh, okay. Beautiful crafter / carver you are, bud. Cheers, man. Thank you very much. Subbed. Cheers, bud. You ever get lost? You ever lost your shoes in the woods? I had to use a couple of terrapins instead, but we don't get terrapins over here, mate. Not really an English creature, are they? And I don't think I'd lose my shoes. I wear like a size 14, so you could probably camp out in them. So I definitely wouldn't lose them. Do I sell them? No, not at the moment. Just more of a hobby. But I carve like faces and things as well. Like little wood spirits and whatnot. I made a longbow last year. There are terrapins in England. I've seen them. Well, there definitely ain't any around here. Not naturally occurring terrapins anyway. There might be somewhere people have released them into ponds. You know, people that are arseholes. I think it's a good idea to introduce foreign species into an ecosystem that doesn't support them. But what do I do for a living? I don't do anything for a living at the moment. I got diagnosed with heart failure, and I'm waiting for major heart surgery. So unfortunately, I don't work. But I was a hod carrier. I used to carry bricks up and down ladders for a living. That was my job. Is it true what they say? A bit of a immature question, but can't help myself. Yeah, that's all right, mate. I'm sure school will start at some point, and you can bugger off. Oh, not you. Sorry, I thought you were the other bloke. Is it true what they say? A bit of an immature question, but can't help myself. Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. I'm sure they bugger off when the school starts. I'm sure they do. One. I've got something stuck to my elbow, my arm. Yeah, maybe. Thanks, bud. See ya. Welcome to the unemployment club. Yeah, I know it's a nightmare, man. What do you think I'm sitting here at? Whatever the time is in the daytime. What is it, like 11:30 or something like that? 12 minutes past 11. Doing stuff like this instead of out working. Yeah, unfortunately, I get very tired very quickly, and I end up not feeling too great if I move around too much. It's 12 minutes past 3 here. Ah, crikey. Early in the morning. nonsense you have in the live comments, mind. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's try going live on TikTok, mate. That's the worst one. That is relentless on TikTok. Where in Sussex am I from? I'm in between Brighton and Portsmouth. I'm in Canada on the Pacific. Awesome, man. Awesome. I'd love to go to Canada. Yeah, Canada would be quality, man. Lots of trees. I'll keep my eye out for your lives though. If you do go live, Four Seasons Valley Campers, I'll keep my eye out for you. That's funny. I grew up in Portsmouth and now live in Brighton. Ah, fair play. I don't like Brighton's horrible. But you know that is literally where Sussex starts and Sussex ends. You know that, don't you? Portsmouth and Brighton. Take it easy. Oh, I'm off, mate. I'll get some grub and get ready for work. Yeah, have a good one, mate. Enjoy yourself, and yeah, keep safe and all that. Cheers, man. I'll keep an eye out for your lives. Yeah, Brighton's a horrible place. Not for me, anyway. I mean, people like it, but I don't. My personal preference. I'm not a fan of it. Too noisy, too dirty, too much going on, too many people. I'll stick to my little village, I think. Yeah, it depends what you're after. Initially moved here for uni. Yeah, a lot of people. My mates used to live there. They went to university there. But I used to go out drinking with them, and then by the time it got to the morning, all I wanted to do was go home, just to get out, get away. It's alright for a knees up, but I don't think I could live there. Should really be sitting out in the sun doing this. It's a nice day. Going up the woods tomorrow, hopefully. My mate owns a forest, so we'll probably go up there. Just for a walkabout and chill out. Good morning, mate. How's it going, dude? I'm looking forward to that camp out. I'm looking forward to it. It should be nice. Should be a good giggle. How's my knife down? I bet it's not very sharp now. It's sharp enough. So a bull roarer, yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm making a smaller one. I'm going to try and make a bit more of a high pitched noise. I've only experimenting with different shapes and sizes and different notches and stuff in there. So we shall see how it goes. Yeah, me too. A lot of people going, yeah, it'd be good. It'd be good to meet everyone. It'd be good to say hello. Be a good day. Be a good day. I'm only going for the one night, but yeah, it'd be wicked, man. It'd be wicked. My best one's about 12 inches. Well, this one's massive. This is about as long as one of my feet. That's the one I did. The big one. Oh, going to be about 12. Oh no, my best beer. Saturday, yeah, I'll be out there on Saturday. We'll be leaving here about 8, 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. And heading up that way. It's only about an hour and 20-minute drive away from us, so it's not too bad. I've done the what 3 words thing. I know where it is now, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. Oh, nice, I'll be there. Sweet, sweet. You're going up on a Friday, are you? Yeah, it'd be cool. There'd be people coming from all over the place, wouldn't there? My favourite lesbian streamer. Okay, cool. I'm definitely a lesbian. Around 20 people. Oh, that's going to be cool, man. That would be cool. Because there'd be someone there that's like staying up late. My when I go camping with my mate, he falls asleep about 8 o'clock at night, and I fall asleep about 3 o'clock in the morning. So it'd be nice if there's anyone who's kicking about to talk to at night. Covered in wood now. I think Yarps is popping as well. Oh, that'd be cool. I'd like to meet Yarps. Well, Yarps. He likes a bull roarer, doesn't he? Oh, someone's got a bit of an issue with repeating themselves. You having a seizure, mate? Right now, this lesbian is making a strap-on for her wife. A lot of kids about today, aren't there? A lot of children. Weird, isn't it? You think they'd be at school, unless it's, I don't know, like in America and there's a holiday or something. He does. Hello, alright, life's a hobby. How's it going, man? Hello from Ireland. Hello, Ireland. Yeah, it's mad. I can't get my head around it. You know, like, do you remember when trolls actually used to put effort in and they used to be good, and now people are just, I don't know, it's not even worth answering. It's not even worth arguing with them or trying to take the piss out of them. You know what I mean? This is not even worth it anymore. It's like, oh, come on, man. Think of something new. Think of something original. Think of something funny. You know, like just, oh, lesbian. Well done. What's this stream about? It's a bloke with a beard sitting in his living room talking shit, basically. I'm carving a bull roarer. I'm making another one, Owen. I'm making a smaller one. Mick had one last night, did he? Oh, I left early. I was busy last night. There's my bull roarer that I made before, the big one. I was just winging it on that one, really. I just thought I'd give it a go. Should have really done most of this with an axe, but I fancy doing a bit of knife work. You ever eaten a toad? No, have you ever eaten a toad? Can't say I've eaten a toad. I've eaten plenty of snails, though. Snails are good. But no, I've never eaten a toad. Oh, and are you going to the camp out? Ever made a pair of socks out of a toad? Sensible question. You ever put anything intelligible on anyone's stream before? And it's, have you ever made a pair of socks out of a toad? Not you ever made a pair of socks out of a toad? Oh, Viking. Oh no, savage, man, savage. Are they proper Vikings, or are they the Hollywood leather clad, waving their shields around, making silly shield walls and stuff like that, Vikings? Because I know a lot of people get misconstrued with what actual Vikings were and what they look like. Oh dear. Ennas, or whatever your name is, sort your act out, Chavy. That's like when we were kids and people used to say things like, do you lick a dick a day and stuff like that, you know? Come on, sort it out. Arsehole says what? Oh, a bit of cosplay. Oh yeah, fair play. I know quite a few historical reenactors and all that. They're a good laugh. They get drunk and go and whack each other with shields and spears and stuff. The best ones are the World War II blokes. Because my mate got private land, there's no public access, but people keep walking their dogs through there. And I said, should we set up a blockade and dress up as Scrum Jaegers from World War II and set up a blockade and sit there in full German uniform? And I don't know. But they do proper sword fighting. Nice. Yeah, because Viking sword fighting was a bit different to normal sword fighting. There wasn't a lot of stabs and little cuts and stuff like that. It was more of a opportunity to cleave your opponent in two. You know, shield tight up against the body. None of this Hollywood, I'm going to fight like that and leave myself open with my shield behind me and all that stuff. It was very sort of uniform marching, a lot of spear work. You know, like when people start lobbing axes about us, and you're like, oh, come on, guys, you wouldn't use an axe. One, metal's expensive, so you wouldn't throw your weapon away. And two, there's not much surface area on a Viking axe. The head's only about that big on a standard Viking axe. So you throwing it, you've got like probably about a 10% chance of the blade hitting anything. Axe throwing was actually a forestry sport originally. Not many people would throw an axe in battle, especially when you could throw a spear. You know, but it's just one of those things, isn't it? I was watching a Viking expert reacting to Viking films, and he was like, "Yeah, this is pretty laughable." He was reacting to Viking. He gave Vikings a 2 out of 10 for historical accuracy. You know, like the Viking swords. If you had a sword, you were a very, 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 very important, very rich man. Most people fought with spears. Throughout history, the spear's probably been the most popular weapon, to be fair, because it's cheap and easy. You know, easy to make, easy to wield. You can stab people from a long distance away. You get two different size spears. You get a half lance and a full lance. Half lance comes up to about here when you're standing up, and the full lance is about 8 foot, 9 foot long. Don't listen to him, he's a Saxon. Yeah, I'm definitely a Saxon. Yes, Saxons ended the Viking era, didn't we? See you later, guys. Battle of Stamford Bridge. Bit of a wipeout. Yeah, we could convert him. I've probably got some sort of Nordic blood somewhere along the line. I'm pretty tall. I think we could too. Viking history is not really like something that I'm that into. The main history that I'm interested in is like Mesoamerica, like the Aztec, the Inca, the Toltec, the Mayans, and all that sort of thing. That's mainly what sparks my imagination. You know, Stone Age society that invented it. The Stone Age society that had a civilization. You're awesome, dude. Thank you very much. What time is it? It's 11:30. That's not too bad. Do you catch squirrels by throwing axes at them? Have you ever seen how fast a squirrel moves? If you know someone who can catch a squirrel by throwing an axe at it, I will eat my hat. But no, definitely not. Don't catch squirrels or shoot squirrels. It's easier. You don't have to move. You don't have to run around. Captain Blackburn. You could have a squirrel living in his beard. I had a spider in there once. I wish I never got rid of it now because it was keeping the woodlouse population down. But what does the name Graham Hancock ring to you? That rings a bell. It does ring a bell. Crab with a knife, hey, bushcraft. Hard to practice in the UK. I mean, considering all of the laws and regulations, etc. It depends where you go. I mean, if you're on private land and you've got permission to shoot and hunt, you're absolutely fine. So you know, it's one of those things, isn't it? You can you can pretty much you know, build camps, make fires, shoot stuff, blow stuff up. Sticks, did I send you my log splitting video? Did I send you that? I sent it to Kitten Killer. He thought it was hilarious. If I haven't sent it to you, I'll send it to you because it's banging. Me and my mates worked out a very novel way of splitting logs. It's a very loud way of splitting logs. It's not very stealthy, but it definitely does the trick. I'll send it to you on WhatsApp. Any difficult requiring tools of the trade, so to speak? If you're on private land, you're fine. If you're in a public place, even this knife's illegal. This is a Oppenau number 4, number 5. Can't remember what number it is. But blade length's legal, but the fact that makes it illegal to carry in a public place is that it locks. So that is an illegal knife in England. But if I'm on private land, it don't matter. I've got a 28-inch bolo machete on my mate's forest, so you know, it's a tool. It's a you know. So it depends what you've got, what you're doing with it, and where you're carrying it to make it illegal. So it's just one of those things. I mean, I can stick my Grants's Bruck's Forest axe and my Francescas and stuff in the back of my mate's car, and we can go up to his woods, and we're absolutely fine. But if I'm walking around in a public place with it, like a national park or something like that, I'll get arrested for carrying it. So you've got to be careful. But something like that about the lock on, you're fine. But anything else, it's a big no-no, especially fixed blades as well, like with a full tang. Not great to be walking around a public place, but as I say, I can take that up my mate's woods, and I can do bushcraft, and I can use pretty much whatever sharp tool I want, you know. So it's not a huge issue if you've got a permission. It's the same with guns. I can't go out into a public place with a gun, but I can go to private land with a gun if I've got a reason to use it. And I've got permission to be there. I have to have written permission, but if I've got permission to be there, it's absolutely fine. So it's one of those things. Lots of rules, lots of regulations, but you can't get around them. You know, it's like pistols. Pistols are illegal in the UK, but if you put a stock, which could be just a piece of metal sticking out the bottom, it becomes legal to use in a shooting club. Cheers to your mate, laugh out loud. What's the furthest you could hit with a toad with an ace throat? I don't know. It depends on the size of the toad, I suppose. If it was a fairly weighty toad, I suppose, probably about 50 yards, maybe. It all depends. If I put it in a sling staff, probably 100 yards. But the toad wouldn't make it, I don't think. I don't think he'd be in good condition afterwards. I'm making a sling staff. I might try and make one before the camp out sticks, and I'll bring it along to the camp. Big toad. What's a big toad? You know, everything's about perception. It's a perception-based reality, dude, at the end of the day, you know. I'm 6'4", I weigh 18 stone, and I've got size 14 feet, but then I've got a mate who's nearly 7 foot tall. So, you know, people think I'm big, but then I think he's big. It all depends. It is a perception-based reality. If you cut it in half, you could make socks from it afterwards. Yeah, cool. I don't think a toad would fit on the size 14 foot, to be honest with you. My mate did make a hat out of rabbit skins once, which I thought was hilarious. He made he had got an old baseball cap and stuck rabbit skins on it. There's like legs hanging off of it and all that. That was funny. But yeah, I don't think you can make a pair of socks out of a toad. I don't think you bother either. They're horrible bloody things. I've got toads in my garden, which is pretty random because I don't have a pond, but I've got a wildlife area, so it's quite damp. Get a lot of frogs as well under the shed. I've always wanted to try frog's legs. Leave the poor toads alone. Exactly, man. They're cool, man. They're cool. Hi, bro. Oh, hi, bro. No, I'm not at the moment. I suppose with all the medication I take, I probably am a little bit, but that sounds horrific. Even the snakes in Scotland would feel horrible for you. Yeah, it would do, really, to be fair. I could make socks from a 7 foot toad, probably. Where am I from? I am from West Sussex in England. That is where I am from. I am on the south coast of England, right at the bottom. Not at the bottom as in the West Country, but in the middle at the bottom. Right, I've got to do housework before the missus gets home. Catch you soon. Yeah, see you later, Sticks. I'll send you that log splitting video. You'll wet yourself, mate. It's well funny. You ever met Ray Mears by any chance? No, I haven't. I did get invited. There's a big bushcraft fair thing, whatever it's called, it's like a big country fair. I can't remember what it's called now. I got invited to that to do spoon carving because I carved spoons. Just by sheer chance, my mate knew one of the organisers, and he was going to get me down there, but I couldn't actually get there. Greetings from Papua Island. Papua, am I saying that right? Is that New Guinea? But I normally do a lot of spoon carving and stuff, and I got invited to that bushcraft place, and I couldn't make it there. I couldn't get there, which is a shame because I would have loved to have sat there doing spoon carving, and I would have met like Ray Mears and Will Lord and all those sort of people, Ed Stafford and people like that. That would have been cool. I could be like, look at my spoons, guys. Look what I make. Oh, nice work. Cheers, man. I do a lot of spoon carving. I made a few different spoons, just like normal ones. There's another curly spoon that I made. Lots of different types of spoons, wooden cups, cookses, lots of little wooden cooks of drinking cups, carved wood spirits. Is Sussex part of the Jurassic area? I thought the Jurassic was a time period, but oh, nice work, cheers. Oh, Indonesia. Okay, awesome, awesome, nice, nice. That's cool. Do you mean like the Jurassic Coast in the West Country? Is that what you're on about? I actually didn't take Stafford for the bushcraft title, but I guess he bit me like yeah, he's been there before. I'm sure he was there last year, but yeah, well, bushcraft and survival overlap, don't they? Really, to a certain degree. Yeah, like Seaton. No, I'm in the middle of the country, so you got like West Country down there, like Essex over there. I'm right bang in the middle, right at the bottom. That's where I am. You do get fossils around here, but there's not many. They're just really small, like little ones. I don't really know too much about fossils either, so I couldn't really be too much of a help with that. But no, we're not near the Jurassic Coast. That's probably about a 7 hour drive away from where I am, which is a bit of a mooch. So it's quite far away from me. Now, West Sussex, I'm in, near the South Downs National Park, which is a bloody nice area. I need to string that up and see what it's sounding like. We shall see. And for anyone who missed it, that's the one I made before. But we need to see if that's going to make any noise or not. And then I'll do a bit of work on it. File it down a bit. Sound it up. Needs a bit of work doing on that side. It's a bit thicker that side. Yeah, it's the big one sounds awesome. If you look at my shorts, you'll see one with me wearing it. But it's a bull roarer, or many other different names in many different cultures. But you swing it round and it makes noise basically. Sounds like a sort of like a helicopter blade, helicopter taking off, almost. It's a bit of a weird sound, but we took the kids up the local park and we went for a walk and I got it out, started spinning it around. Everyone was looking at me like, "What is that?" You rub them with a stick or something? No, you have it on the end of the line and you spin it round. And if you check out my shorts, there's a video of me using it. If you have a look, you'll see what they do. Do you remember Crocodile Dundee, where he goes, "I've got to go and make a phone call," and he gets that thing out and that's basically what it is. But I need to put a hole in that one. Trying to go for something a bit smaller and a bit compact. I need to clean my nails. I've been planting loads of plants this morning. Been a busy day for planting, especially with the sun coming out now. It's time to get your beans out and stuff like that. So planting more beans. I planted more pumpkins as well. Last night I was planting pumpkins. I've got pumpkins already, but you stagger them so you have them popping up different times a year because the kids want some for Halloween. So hopefully I'll be able to grow some decent pumpkins. Got 2 new compost bins yesterday as well, which I'm well happy about. It's amazing what you can get your hands on for free. I'm on a big allotment. I'm on a big allotment plot, and when people leave, they just leave everything there. So they dish out whatever people leave. They ask anyone if they want them. So I reckon the stuff would sell. So on the Spirit Festival, that's still running. I also think the stuff would do well at flower shows, Bohemian Place. Yeah, too right. They would do well. What do I do for a living out there with a pan on the street? What do you mean? What do you do for a living out there with a pan on the street? What? With a pan on the street? What do you mean? Let me know what you're going on about. Write in a bit more of a intelligible sentence, and I might be able to answer you. What do I do for a living? Out there with a pan on the street. Oh, I'm confused. I'm confused, man. I'm confused. What do you mean by a pan? What, like a cooking pan? Something that you cook your eggs in? I don't know. I don't know. Chummy Fool, whatever your name is. Give us a bit more of a sentence. I might be able to answer. Don't speak Russian, mate. Don't read Russian. Don't understand Russian. Unfortunately. No Russian speaking people here. Portuguese, but not Russian. Yeah, okay, I'm quiet now. Weird, isn't it? People ask a question and then they, I don't know. Very strange. Very, very strange time we live in, I must say. Because when I was younger, none of this existed. This just didn't exist. Man's trying to call you homeless. He doesn't know what a real Brit looks like. Oh, he's trying to call me homeless. Oh, okay. What is your income based about? Are you out on the street asking for pennies? No, I'm not out on the street asking for pennies. I don't know, my house seems to be real enough. My nice semi-detached house in the English countryside. Fit 4 cars down the driveway. Got a nice big garden as well. Lots of plants growing in it at the moment. And I don't know if you can hear the birds. It's extremely quiet around here. It's a lovely place. I'm going to walk the dogs. Hope you have a good day, a good week. Yeah, you too, Owen, mate. Have a good one, bud. Have a good one. Chummy Four, what do you do for a job? What's your income? What do you do? I mean, me personally, my life revolves around shits and giggles at the moment. You know, I manage a small forest with my mate. We're going to be burning charcoal next year. Got lots of firewood, stuff like that. You know, I'm just a wanker, mate, trying to have a bit of banter. Ah, fair play, fair play. I mean, yeah, you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, bit of bounce, but yeah, yeah, my life revolves around me carving stuff, going for walks out the woods, foraging, just generally enjoying myself. You know, it's like my mate I'm going out with tomorrow. He had a business. He was earning like 40 grand a week, and he decided to knock it on the head and just live his life. You know, don't spend too much time working and worrying about money and stuff like that. Money's the least of my worries. Health is your wealth at the end of the day. If you're ill, there's no point in having money, is there? Because it's no good to you. Money can't heal you. That's the way I think about it anyway. But you know, each to their own. I'm a simple man. I could have all the money in the world. I'd still be going up the woods for walks and doing exactly what I do now. That's a terrific mindset. Exactly, it's got to be done, man. What are some of the better wild edibles in my area? Well, at the moment, this time of the year, there's a lot of three-cornered leeks about, which are an invasive species from the Mediterranean, and they're just like a wild onion. They're really, really good to eat. I love them. I'll pick them all the time. There's a lot of ramsons, you know, wild garlic, kicking about. You've got lesser celandine, which you can dig up the roots and eat the roots of that. What else have we got? Few flowering leeks. They're good to eat. Crow garlic. Cleavers are out this time of year. What else we got? Stinger nettles, obviously. Nettles are banging to eat. Bitter dock, ribwort plantain, ribwort. There'll be cherries on the trees very, very soon. They're already starting to develop. Hawthorn leaves. Hawthorn leaves are really good in a salad. What else we got? What else we got? I'm trying to think. It's springtime. There's a lot about the St George's mushrooms. They're about this time of year, but it hasn't been raining loads, so there's not too many of those about really. What time is it? Oh, that's all right. I think that's about it for my local area anyway. Trying to think of anything. Oh, you can eat beech leaves. You can eat the young beech leaves off the beech trees. They're pretty good. That's what I've mainly been foraging recently. I do like my alliums though. I do like the wild garlics and stuff like that. They're brilliant just to put in food. But yeah, that's sort of what we got here at the moment. And as it comes in later, you're going to be getting like your apples and stuff like that. Ever tapped birch sap? Yeah, I have actually. Yeah, yeah, I've done it a few times actually. It's decent. It's nice water. It's a very nice, refreshing drink actually. It is nice. Yeah, I've tapped birch sap, silver birch sap. It's coming out of the season for it now. It's been very hot here, so all the sap's already risen, I think, by now. But yeah, I've tapped birch sap. Hi, Danny boy. Sorry, I missed your hi there. Hello. How's it going? But yeah, silver birch sap's beautiful. Very, very nice. I know some people boil it down and make a syrup out of it. I've just drunk it straight out of the tree, so it's definitely up there with one of my favourites. Birch sap. I mean, I know a lot of people tap it, and I know a lot of people just cut a branch off and hang a bottle off of the branch as well. But all depends on what school of thought you're from, you know, whether you want to hack a hole in it or whether you just want to nip off a little branch or not. But yeah, the silver birch, brilliant tree, absolutely awesome. Really good for carving spoons. Obviously, firelight, and you can make birch tar out of it. You can tap it. You can eat the leaves. It's a general bushcrafter's tree, isn't it? It's spot on, man. It's spot on. I need to go and get myself some more bracket fungus. This is a Ganoderma applanatum. This is a artist bracket fungus. And if you scrape the amadou layer up on it, there you go. There's one I did earlier on. That'll take a spark really, really well. And yeah, you can light it up and use it for starting fires. It works really well as tinder. That's a good one to know. I do go mushroom foraging, but I've only been learning mushrooms for 4 years, so it's you know, it's one of those sketchy things. But I do look for mushrooms and try and identify them. I've got a big Roger Phillips book about mushrooms, which is really handy. All right, it's getting to that time of the day where I'm going to have to go. My missus is going to come back with one of my kids from play school, and I need to get things done. But it's nice talking to you all. Hope you have a brilliant day. Enjoy the sunshine if you're in England, because it doesn't come very often. And yeah, have fun. Look after yourselves.